It is absolutely brilliant having to rush back to the hotel to get your umbrella because it starts to rain and the rain is like icy, snowy bits. This is so cool. Back inside again because it's basically snowing outside. I don't want to do to myself what I did yesterday, so I thought let's just go and check out some of these names again. And we're going to start with this place. I'm going to get my first taste of taiyaki. Taiyaki is basically a fish-shaped cake. I don't know what the point of making it a fish-shaped cake is, but they're pretty famous all over Japan for some reason. And you can just stand here and watch the guys making them. They're just fish cakes without being fish cakes. That place back there was called goodness only knows what. That's what it says on the bag. There was no English on the menu at all, so I have literally no idea what I got. So I want to start eating and reviewing the taiyaki in a slightly refined way, if possible. And knowing as I do that there's very limited seating ever provided anywhere in Japan, I expected to find none and to have to do it in a quiet corner. But so far I found 3 lots of seating in just this very short stretch of area. And oddly enough, every single piece of seating is taken up with someone sitting on it. Who would have thunk it? People sitting on seats. It's bizarre. Oh, I just found 2 seats. I'm going in. The eagle has landed. There we go. How's that? A seat. There's a big camera up there. Since there's a big camera there, I have to go. So it's an unflattering angle, but that's just how we're going to have to do it. We've got fish on the bag. They come individually wrapped. Well, they're not individually wrapped actually. They're in there together, but they've got this funny paper stuff around the outside of it. I don't know which one's which, so we'll just... Oh no. We're just going to make an assumption. Well, that was a bit of a massive fail because it just fell on the floor. But we're just going to make a massive assumption that everything in Japan is so clean that it doesn't matter. We'll start with the other one first. There it is, in the shape of a fish. I don't know which one this is. We'll bite the tail off first. Custard. It's very nice. It's like, well, pretty much like everything else. It's like pancake batter, I guess, and that's what it looked like when he was putting it in the press thing. The custard is quite light, not over the top. It's quite nice. It has some cream as well. There's custard and a bit of cream in there. Here comes the custard pouring out the end. It's nice without being spectacular. And these things are quite well known as being quite peculiarly Japanese, but it's kind of, it's nice without being spectacularly nice. Like a lot of the things that my research led me to believe were well known and popular and amazing in Japan, it really is nice without being something I'd necessarily come back and eat time after time. Having said that, I just finished that with no trouble at all, so. Here's the other one. Broken because it fell on the floor, but we won't tell anyone. So you can see it's also in the shape of a fish. The surrounds fall away like a biscuit. That was someone just jumping off the steps so they could run past. So the surrounds just fall away like a biscuit when you bite into them. Alright, pastry. The last one was more like a pancake. This is more like pastry. It's definitely pastry. So it looks like that. It's like the pastry you'd get on a McDonald's apple pie or something. That's what it tastes like. And it is red bean in the middle. I gathered from its sheen, it has a mild glaze on it, like a sugary glaze of some sort. It's nice. Again, it's that red bean thing, which is a little bit of an acquired taste, but it's nice. Yeah. I think the difference with this one is I've got to start filming from up here. My face looks like a football down there. Like I've gone back to being fat again. I will be if I keep eating all of this. The difference with this one is the glaze. Maybe the pastry to some extent, but the glaze. The last one with the pancake batter was a bit dull. This has got more flavour because of the pastry itself and the glaze and the red bean. This would be really nice with the custard in it. Same comment about the red bean. Every time I eat into it, it's either I get the flavour of baked beans or Mexican beans or even mushy peas. It even has a little flavour of mushy peas, which is a bit bizarre. I'm trying to train myself to get into the habit of looking over here so that when the video is played back, it looks like I'm looking at you rather than looking slightly sideways at an image of myself. You know, like when you get selfies, and even if you've got a group of people in the selfie, everyone's kind of looking that way because they're all trying to sort of look at the image to make sure they're in it rather than at the actual camera. I've just seen the most pregnant looking Japanese woman I've ever seen. She must have twins in there and she must be 6 months overdue. That's my first experience of taiyaki. It probably will be my last. I don't think I'll have any more, but at least I can say I've done it now.
I'm not sure I would want to go to a restaurant that has a dancing giant plastic crab on the front. These are the Sapporo night lights from the TV tower observation deck. Weirdest thing about being in this structure tonight, particularly leaning on the glasses I just was, that I'm feeling it move. I can actually feel the whole thing move from side to side every now and then, which is slightly off-putting. It is a Ferris wheel on the top of a shopping centre. Probably one of the most bizarre Japaneseisms I've ever seen. But then I guess they're quite used to putting all sorts of things wherever they can fit them. It's not like they couldn't fit a Ferris wheel anywhere else in Sapporo. It's not that congested. But then I guess this is the Susukino entertainment district. So they probably wanted to just put this in the middle of the entertainment district, I suppose. This is cool because I'm just like a child and I love Ferris wheels. A Ferris wheel on top of a building? This is absolutely a first. It's one of the things I can say I did in Japan that I probably wouldn't do anywhere else in the world. That's where I was today, earlier today. To the left of the Prince Hotel where there's just a white patch. That's the roopway. I don't even know how they say it. Roopway is what it is. It'd be a really nice view over the city in the evening. It's a view I'm not going to get on this particular visit because this is my last night. We're still not quite at the top, Michelle Little. What do you think of that? That's how far down it is. Just saying. I thought, oh well, it's my last night. I've got to do something a bit different. Let's do this. All those lights down there, that's Susukino. Susukino. It's Susukino is what it looks like. But with all of those hidden silent Japanese vowels, it's Susukino, Susukino, Susukino. That's what the lady on the train said, stopping at Susukino. But she said it even faster. Susukino. Here we are, right at the top, right at the top. This is us, almost at the top. There we are now at the top. Every city has its seedy areas, its back streets and its lanes. Japan just has this innate safeness, safety, a sense of safety about it when you're walking around, but you also know when you come to an intersection in one of these places and there's a man standing around in all black, he's either pacing the corner or he's standing at the door on the corner, and or in some cases there will be a lady standing nearby, prone or otherwise inactive, just standing there. You basically know, unless that's what you're here to look for, you just stay away from them. If they say anything to you, you just sort of say, it's like us saying it's all good, but actually meaning no thanks. And as soon as you say "your," sort of phrase they would necessarily expect a foreigner to know. So as soon as they hear "your" come out of your mouth, they back off and leave you alone. They don't ask you anymore. The men and the ladies in black are the ones to ignore as you're walking along. "your." I don't know if that's actually 100% right, but I'm saying it and it's doing the trick for me. And while I've been saying all of that, I've been on a Ferris wheel on the roof of a shopping mall. I think that's really cool. In a really silly, childish way, I think that's really cool. That was awesome fun. That was awesome fun. Here comes my door. My door is opening and I'm about to leave. Arigatou gozaimashita. And we're done. 9 minutes. That is excellent value for money, I must say. I'm just gonna have a look at the photo that we took. Ii desu yo. Arigatou gozaimasu. She took a photo to start with and it was fucking horrible, so I just said no. It's actually warmer in this park now than it was at about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. This city's lovely at night. I'm really enjoying it. I love the lights of the TV tower. They're fantastic.
I really like this place. I'm glad I came up here. There's not a huge amount to do here. It's really only been a modern city since after the Meiji Restoration in 1868, which explains why the old clock tower building built in 1876 is the oldest building in the city. There it is again. Gee, it's beautiful. Just as with everywhere, as soon as I know where I am and where to go, I'll leave. I'll have to learn all over again. Always the way when you travel, first world problems.